Let me do a microphone check. Bear with me. Got to skip the ad. 1 2 1 2. Good. Hotep Sinuhena Senut, Itiren Ishakandu Gukemet. I hope you're doing well. The title of this video is F Your Whole Family, Your Daughter, Your Son. I'm starting earlier because I've received that copyright claim by Side Cheddar. Frankie has shown weakness. He cannot stand people quoting him. And the interesting thing is that YouTube told me that they've received a copyright infringement notification. Now the video is that one. That one. Free talk, questions and answers. YouTube said, we believe your content is protected by fair use, fair dealing, or a similar exception to copyright protection. We are writing to let you know we do not, the not is in capital. NOT is in capital letters. We do not plan to remove your video at this time. So YouTube are not being fooled by those individuals. So I'm going to play someone who was a very close friend, very close ally, and he has spoken out publicly. So let's listen to what he had to say.
So I be scamming and shit like that, but we seen his arrest record, so we know he ain't no pedophile, at least. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I beg to differ because I was there.
Hold on. Hold on. Are you gonna tell us that Sinetta's a pedophile, nigga?
Actual facts. Let me tell you something, yo. And it all came out with this polite shit. And like I said, I'm watching how they going at you. And I'm like, yo, tell the truth to shame the devil, man. That's the bottom line. And years ago, I'm just looking at that Tasha K arrest record. I'm looking at that arrest record and I'm looking at the dates. And as I look at the dates, I said, wait a minute. This is during the time when Frankie was going out with a 15, 16-year-old girl when he was in his 30s. Let me say that again. And I'm from home.
Chill, bro. Chill.
I send you my number, yo.
Chill. You can't call in.
Or you could call me up and we could go on the phone. We could do a FaceTime. We could do all that.
Bro, you can't call in. You can't. It's the climate in the community is too crazy to throw a smear campaign on a nigga like that.
Smear campaign. I got the girl name and everything. I know where the girl is at. She'll confirm it herself.
Whoa. So
this is home. So you want to know why he protected Polite? Because he defends what Polite do.
Hold on. So you saying that you know that Sinetta was 30 years old with a 15-year-old girl he was having sex with?
33.
I don't know, family. What's the girl name then? Where's she from? Like, how do we know this is real?
Again, every man got to defend himself. So he getting at you, he throwing smear campaigns. This is on him. And like I said, I'll leave you my contact information if you ever want to get back at me. And when he get on the line with me, he know what it is. The girl name was Nikki. Ask him about Nikki from 150th Street. And what was he doing with Nikki?
Ask me no fucking questions about no fucking Nikki. Who is Nikki? You tell me. And if I knew it and then I tell you who she was, you wouldn't fucking know her.
Ask him that question. That's the question that needs to be asked. So that nigga's phone And I used to see how we used to say all that shit on 125th Street. That was nothing but divide and conquer. All you did was put us against each other for 20 years. That's why we don't got shit. When you driving around in Mercedes Benzes and all that shit through Harlem, we divided and conquered. For 20 years, we battling each other all day, every day, all year, every year, for 20 years. But again, you want to see what's in the dark comes to the light. With this shit with Polite now, the gloves are off. The gloves is off. Because we grown ass men right now. We can't defend this in our community anymore. You gotta tell the truth to shame the devil. So I'm gonna leave you my contact information because I know people calling you.
What the fuck? No, ain't nobody else calling in. Niggas is in shock. You just fucked up my whole show. What?
Yo, it's the truth.
What the fuck?
It's the truth. Quran, 150th. You know who I be?
Quran from 150th? 150th and what?
St. Nicholas.
Quran from 150th and St. Nicholas. And this and Nikki is from 150th and St. Nicholas too, or no?
All the same block. All the same block.
Wow.
We all lived in the same building.
Okay. Oh, so you lived in the building. So hold on. So let me, you know what? I don't even want to make jokes because it's so serious. But I was going to say, you sound like somebody who was trying to hit it and mad because one of the older niggas was hitting it. Because that's how it usually be. It be grown-ass, old-ass pervert niggas messing with the young niggas' girls.
Of course. That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. The girl always used to say she had an older boyfriend. She had an older boyfriend. And the kids like, yo, who? He used to sneak that girl in and out of his house, yo. When she was 15, 16, 17. I think he missed her for a year because he had went away to jail. Look at that arrest record. I'm talking about like 96, 97, somewhere in that area. I got to look at that record again. But he was in jail, and when he came home, he got right back to her. And she was like 17 at the time.
I said, have you recently addressed the latest rumors we heard?
Yeah, we did earlier.
Nepal, let me deal with that. What are you talking about?
Recently, we heard some crazy things from Ingy's page.
So you agree that they were just rumors, right? And not facts?
I'm trying to figure out. That's why I'm asking you.
No, I'm asking you. Was he dropping facts?
We didn't see any.
Hold on, sister. Let me answer you.
So I can't say that it's a fact.
Thank you. So I ain't got to address it, sister. Thank you. It's just comical stuff.
Huh?
It's just comical stuff, sister. I ain't got to address it. If it's not facts, if it's not coming with proof, but I'm surprised you ain't asked me about Solomon. He's in your neighborhood. He's out there with you, and we showed.
Talked about him before. We gonna expose the pedophiles. You know. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that you heard. So I was interested to know if you had anything to say.
No, I don't. No, that's just
because it's just crazy that people are shooting
people
out.
People are playing games with this.
Pedophiles.
Yeah, people playing games with it.
With no proof.
Yeah, and that's sad. That's what you should have asked him. Like, dude, where's your proof at? Can you show me something? You know, I need the take back.
Yeah, all he said was a little girl named Nikki, and that was about it.
And he can't show no proof, so you know I ain't got to address none of that.
Right.
I ain't gonna waste no time to make him think he got me scrambling. No, he ain't got me scrambling. For me to address that makes that nigga so proud and happy. He's watching right now, laughing. And for me to be up in here explaining that shit, he'd be Googling and laughing behind the screen.
Allegedly, then we leave that there, so that's done. But apparently the story is he started having sex with the girl when she was 15 years old. And what the brother was saying, I corroborated in questioning him after the show, because if you remember back, he said when Tasha K dropped his record, it triggered his memory. So Sonetta had went away to jail for a year, and this girl had stayed with him the whole time. Like while she was 16 years old, she didn't have no boyfriend because her quote unquote boyfriend was in jail, which was Sonetta. And then when Sonetta came home, he did a year. When he came home, they got right back together. So he was with this girl from the time that she was 15 to the time that she was 18 years old. and he was in his 30s. Her first name is Chanel. Her middle name is Nikki. I should have got the last name. But it's people that's available for conversation that want to deal with the subject matter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure her name will eventually come out. But the girl's family all know Sarnetta, and apparently Sarnetta's family, I think, is supposed to be familiar with the girl from the conversation I was having with the brother. Like, this wasn't a fly-by-night relationship. This was his girlfriend. You see what I'm saying? Like, this was his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had a relationship for years. People that grew up in that neighborhood still remembers that when he was deep into his 30s, he was still chasing 14 and 15-year-old girls, and they remember his relationship with Nikki. So he shouldn't be discussing Solomon, Polite, or anybody, honestly. He should just be talking about his relationship with Nikki from 15 to 18 while he was in his 30s.
You don't know when niggas playing you? Niggas coming up with old shit now trying to see if they can try to get you?
Yeah, tell me what y'all think. Let me find the timestamp.
Stupid questions like that. Tell a nigga to show and prove. Other than that, y'all don't come at me with that stupid shit. You don't know when niggas playing you? Niggas coming up with old shit now trying to see if they can try to get you?
Did that sound like a confession right there? Hey, did anybody feel like that was a confession? Hold on. Listen to this. Listen to what I'm saying. He tell a person just boy, exactly.
Bro, listen. I don't even know who's over there watching that shit. But actually, you know what? That's a lie. I do. What's happening right now is there's a line in the sand, and the pedophiles and the pro-pedophiles. Remember when I said this is revealing who's pedophile and who's pro-pedophile? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these people have shit that they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people have shit that they've been doing, shit that they interested in. A lot of these niggas go on to vacations in Dominican Republic and Brazil and all these other places and be doing a lot of shit that if they was here in the States, them niggas would get killed for. You know what I'm saying? But these niggas going on vacation doing other goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? And niggas coming around thinking that because they got a little few dollars that they could get away with doing certain shit, that makes them somebody. It don't. See, I still come from a world where money don't determine who you are. It don't. Because you got a little control of a platform and niggas looking at you and you can put niggas in position like, bro, that shit don't mean nothing if you a slime ball. Period. So you over there having sex with little girls. Remember, I was saying that we needed to boycott Sarnetta Page until he took Polite videos down. At this point, I'm saying that we need to just boycott that page. Everybody needs to unsubscribe. The nigga's a pedophile. What are you doing now? And if he's not, let him break it down. Let him explain his relationship with Nikki, because he cannot deny his relationship with Nikki. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? That is a real thing that happened. That would be the same as Polite trying to deny Aminette. Polite can't deny he with Aminette no more than Sarnetta could deny that he was with Nikki for years. So let him explain that. Let him explain what he's doing with Nikki. He's 33, she's 15. And let me show you something. So you really know that this is a problem. He stayed in a relationship with her. He went to prison for a year and stayed in a relationship with her while he was in prison. And when he came home, he came right back to her. So that means that he thinks that that's okay. You see what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, we want to say the girl had a really big body and she looked grown and he was out somewhere drunk and they hooked up for a one night stand and he didn't know. Okay, that's a situation. That could be argued back and forth. I'm not saying yay, nay, or whatever. But you were with this girl since she's in junior high school, my nigga? To the time she's in high school? Guess who's going to jail tonight? What? Bro, stop doing videos on everything else and talk about you and Nikki over there, bro. Talk about you and Nikki. And be careful because niggas in Harlem is now paying attention. So it's niggas that know about other things that's hitting me, sending me text messages and all that. And I'm ignoring a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what I would like you to do is go out on a high note. This is a real message from me to you, Saab. You watching this video. Go out on a high note with some dignity, bro. Don't keep dragging this thing out where you keep losing dignity in front of us, bro. It's hurting me. A lot of these people that's watching, they don't really give a fuck about none of the people involved. It's hurting me to keep finding out more of these things that's making who you are in my mind diminish less and less and less into below nothingness. And it's a lot of people in the community that feel the same way, bro. And if you would have just stopped this shit, if you would have just stopped this polite shit so long ago, man, you could have saved this community so much fucking heartache, bro. And you still going, my nigga. You still pointing out other niggas instead of dealing with your man polite. Now, let's look how fucking goofy this nigga saw look. All this research work, right? He doesn't realize that he's demonstrating to the entire community that he's capable of fully pulling up all the information on Brother Polite. But you're not doing anything but pulling up information on other people. Okay, so now we passed Brother Polite, bro. Now we're on Brother Sinetta.
The Semitic Allah burning down tells us was a black God represented by a black bull whose hide denoted his black skin.
Here's the picture that he showed on the screen. It's a deity El, the god El. Pay attention to the crown or the headdress, if you will. This is a picture from the front of the same statue, a little closer, and a little bit from the side here. Now, this headdress is actually the Atef crown. If you go on Webster's online dictionary, that's what it says. Atef is the specific feathered white crown of the Egyptian deity Osiris. It combines the head jet, the crown of Upper Egypt, with red ostrich feather for the Osiris cult. The Atef crown identifies Osiris in ancient Egyptian painting. If you go to Webster's dictionary, Merriam-Webster, it says Atef. Hold on. A tall crown with a long feather on each side, shown in the art of ancient Upper Egypt as worn by Osiris. Okay? Here you can see Osar or Osiris with the Atef crown. This is from the papyrus of Nebket. It's actually in the Louvre Museum, and you can see me filming that papyrus on the video entitled Reality Check. Why black people ain't going nowhere. But you might as well put Afro Style Reality Check, it's gonna come up. And in here, it's also from the Louvre Museum. You have Osiris in the middle with the Atef crown, and the description for it. If you go on the website of the Louvre Museum and you type Royal and Divine Triad, you can do a search and you will see they mention that he is actually wearing the Atef crown. Now, finally, you can compare the crowns. Okay, first you have the God of the Arabs Negroes, which first is El, but somehow, some way becomes Allah. But that's up to y'all. That's up to the doctor. And then you have the one that I showed you, Osiris. Then again, from the front, compared with another statue of Osiris, and then finally the same statue from another angle.
Biblical King's Seal discovered in dump site. This is the royal seal of the King Hezekiah. And here we have an Ankh. And finally, last but not least, you need to see it to believe it. The God of the Bible. El slept in his own dung and urine. This is Ugaritic Narrative Poetry, page 195. And we also have this book here, the Masria in a Prophetic Literature, where it clearly says that El floundered in his own feces and urine. Okay, sorry. I've shared the link to get on the panel. Now, let me go through the comments. First of all, we have Imhotep University TV, who became a new member. Thank you for supporting his channel. I appreciate that. And he wrote Hotep Broshaka, Hotep Sen E. We have Noir 777. Now, it's in French. I'm going to speak French for a short while. Hotep frère, j'espère que tu vas bien. Ça fait longtemps. Je suis content que tu sois là. Alors, tu me demandes comment je vais? Je vais bien. Quel est le sujet de ce soir? Ben, en fait, il a aussi écrit, je crois que ça règle des comptes, c'est ça? Non, ça règle pas des comptes, en fait. C'est pas moi qui a ce message-là, en fait. C'est un message qui a été lancé à l'égard d'un frère qui, comme moi, n'est pas d'accord avec celui qu'on appelle sanitaire, parce que je sais pas si vous êtes au courant, parmi les francophones, mais sanitaire invite des gens qui ont été condamnés pour viol et condamnés pour viol d'enfants, condamnés pour viol de mineurs. Donc que ce soit un individu pour lequel on a le rapport du tribunal, ou bien une organisation dont un des membres a été condamné pour avoir abusé sexuellement d'une mineure. Et ça ne lui pose pas de problème parce que tout ce qui l'intéresse, c'est l'argent, en fait. Il n'a aucune dignité. Donc voilà, et en plus, à ma surprise et à mon amusement, il y a quelques minutes, j'ai appris qu'il avait fait une plainte de droit d'auteur auprès de YouTube, mais YouTube a dit que ils n'ont pas l'intention de retirer la vidéo parce qu'ils ont bien vu que je faisais des commentaires sur un sujet d'actualité. Mais il a un peu la pression, donc il fait croire aux gens que je passe mon temps à le diffamer, etc. C'est l'hôpital qui se moque de la charité, en fait. Le plus drôle, c'est que lui-même critiquait certains de ces gens qui sont allés en prison pour viol, mais maintenant il est ami avec eux, donc voilà quoi. C'est un petit résumé en fait. Voilà. We have Donnie Williams in the place to be. We have Andrea Brunet in the place to be. All right, so for those who wonder, the title is a quote. It's not what it's not what I am about to say regarding anyone. And I want you to hear it. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm going to share a link to the video, which is the source for the excerpt that you will see. See the title? Why is Sanetta lying about using heroin? And four hospitals I'm sorry. And four hospitals diagnosing him with AIDS. That it comes from I will show you. Uncle Shug. You see? So the video was streamed less than 24 hours ago. It has 1.4 thousand views, 114 likes. All right. And if I'm not mistaken, Ching Ching shared a video of him before, and I'm pretty confident that I must have shared the link because usually I do, you know. So, oh, we have Sugar Hayes who has joined us. Good afternoon to you. Well, it's good evening for me, but you know, it's all good. So now I want you to hear. I don't know if I should call it. Well, let me play it first.
And I told you I would never apologize to you. You see, I'm a man of my word, right? You see, I'm a man of my word, right? No, but you thought because you're gonna make 100 fucking videos that you're gonna wear me out and I'm gonna come to you on my knees. Please, Shug, don't make a fucking video. Fuck you, nigga. Make 100 more, bitch. Make 100 more, nigga. That's showing you I don't give a fuck about you, your mother, anybody, or your daddy.
Hey,
fuck
man, you break it down,
man,
bro.
Fuck your whole family, nigga. Your daughter, your son, everybody. Yes, I said it, you bitch ass nigga.
So he first told him that he doesn't give a F about him, his mother, his daddy. Then he proceeded to say, and that's Sad Cheddar, that's Frankie L. Kelly, House of Conscious Mess. Is it decorum? Is it information? He proceeded to tell him, F your whole family, your daughter, your son. So when I'm told that he talked about my mom and dad, it is believable. It is likely, knowing his style. Now, with me, if indeed he only said that my mom and dad are liars, which once again, I don't know how he could know that because he never spoke to them. Well, not to my knowledge. My parents don't speak English to my knowledge. My dad, you know, he can say a thing or two. My mother, much less. But he's making stuff up as he goes. Now, there's something else that you should hear about the information coming from this guru.
Hey, your mother's a bitch, nigga. Get off my chat, nigga. Get the fuck about it.
Oh my God. Straight to your mother. These niggas ain't shit, man.
Yeah. You ain't got no proof, nigga, that I went to the hospital and they all told me I had AIDS. You's a lying pussy.
You's a lying pussy. He said I had no proof, but he wouldn't let me play the video. So I'm gonna play the video. Look.
So get out of here with that bitch shit, nigga. You're a liar. And your mother had that disease wound coming out of her womb, nigga. So that already showed me a lot about your mother. If she could produce a scumbag like you already know. I asked you where your father at, you probably don't know where your daddy at, nigga. That nigga done ran 1,000 miles away from your mother.
So you heard Sad Cheddar, Frankie, tell Unc Shug that his mother is a bee. And then you heard everything else that he said about his mother. And said that the father probably ran, 1,000 miles away or whatever, how many miles away from the mother. Is that decorum? Is that information? We have groupies on his channel who will not even tell him you were wrong about that. The dude is in his 50s. Butler Reggie used to talk down on Sarasuddin Seti. He said that Sarasuddin Seti's mouth was foul. He's in too many profanity. Butler Reggie told me F you several times. And here is the guru being extremely disrespectful towards somebody's mother. We don't hear Butler Reggie. I don't know if we will hear the elders because the convicted child molesters, the people who are convicted of rape, appear over there or on a regular basis, and we don't hear them. So V. Bennett has joined us, Hotel. But the funny thing is that He has filed a copyright claim. That's why I made the previous video for those who haven't seen it. But you just said that they don't intend on removing the video. They could tell that, it was, how did they word it? Content protected by fair use, fair dealing, or a similar exception to copyright protection. YouTube, they're not falling for this. They're not falling for this, man. And it's reassuring. He is under pressure. There's some people that are not comfortable. They're not happy. Bill Cosby went to jail. They were sad. But then Bill Cosby was released. I'm not sure if it was under some technicality, but then they were happy. Yeah. But then R. Kelly was sentenced to jail. And ever since, they haven't been the same. They are worried, in pain, suffering, tormented, angry at the system. You cannot have it both ways. You cannot spend your lifetime getting over on people. The dude is acting like he's chilling, but when I watch Uncle Sugar's video, well, I actually heard some of the things said towards me. He still labels me the French N word. But he was complaining to his audience. He was complaining because his audience is not doing anything, not saying anything, which shows that many in his audience, as much as they are groupies, they know better than to publicly defend people who are convicted in a court of law of rape. They know better. So he's crying, complaining to his audience. And since he has realized that his audience, not even the Butler Reggie, not even the neophyte Garfield, who spoke out against some of those people convicted for child molestation. Not only there's the excerpt that I've played many times, but there's the whole live stream that you have seen. There's a whole live stream that he made private because now he's cool with the dude. And in that live stream, he talked about he's doing it for the women, he's doing it for the children. So Trackfield, he's not going to do anything. Onk is he's back around after 2 to 3 weeks hiatus. I've noticed one thing, however. Sad Cheddar has not denied the alleged relationship with 15-year-old Nikki Chanel. And it doesn't surprise me. So we will see. I would inform you if he attempts some copyright infringement claim on some other videos of mine. But this is a sign that he is not at ease. He's uncomfortable with something. What could it be? I think we will find out. Some revelations might be made in the future. But in the meantime, what is your take on this, brothers and sisters? How do you feel about this? How do you feel about him telling another brother, F your whole family, your daughter, your son, telling that dude that his mother is a B? Is that decorum? Is that wisdom? Is that being wise? How do you feel about him fighting copyright claim on YouTube in order to silence what's going on? Now, for those who don't know how to get down, if there's no participation, I call it a day. It's fine. Even if you don't get on the panel, you have the chat. I don't want to be talking to the walls. Should I call it a day, brothers and sisters? Are you shook? Are you scared that he's going to send his army? and make some death threats towards you, please, if you receive any death threats, let me know. Because one sister has already testified that she received death threats. So I hope you're not shook, brothers and sisters. I hope you're not shook. Andrea Burnett wrote, no, keep going. Well, I don't have that much to say, so honestly, I wanted you to hear that he told the brother, F your whole family, your daughter and your son. And then, I was planning on opening the lines, but it's okay. I'll wait for a few more minutes, and then we'll see what's coming next in the next few days. The dude is allegedly made of tough skin. The dude was saying thanks for the promotion. But now, for a strange reason, he's asking YouTube to remove some video. Oh my. Oh my. Frankie. You're not looking good in the streets, Frankie. You're not looking good at all. And the funny thing is that for 2 weeks I've been asking, do you support child molesters? Yes or no? He could have answered, but he chose not to. The recent question was, did he sleep with Nikki when she was 15 and he was 30 years old? He didn't answer. We've been at road, keep rolling. Well, I'll do it for a few, but not for long, Not for long. Now, I forgot to tell the brother in France. T'es toujours là, noir noir? Dis-moi si t'es toujours là. So I'm going to let people, not only in France, but in the French-speaking world, what's going on. Oh, yes. Yes. Gotta let them know. So they can hide their kids and hide their wives. Yesterday we had a discussion, and the amusing part is when we ask um, the person who played the devil's advocate if he would let the convicted person around his children. V. Bennett has joined us. What's up, brother? Feel free to speak.
Yo, Hotep Shaka. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, brother.
Yeah,
Hotep.
you know, I mean, Hotep. I think, yeah, man. I mean, he shook, man. He shook, and I don't think it's just, I don't think it's just you. It's just crumbling, man. It's crumbling. That's what I was trying to say a few, like maybe a week ago. I said something like, I don't see it lasting a year. And then some people was like, nah, man, you don't understand. This gonna like I get it, because it's been lasting a long time. But when the people themselves crumble, it ends. Who's gonna pick the pieces up? When you have so many people associated with disgust, who can carry it on? Who can who can break away and free themselves from the stain that has been, committed? By their behavior. But I mean, I don't think you just walk away so easy that way. I mean, Sonetta's been the center of it, and he's a particular type of character, but he's worn it out. He's said anything. I mean, he's done anything, everything, you could possibly do. I don't think you could just walk away from it and keep moving on, man. I think his head's gonna explode. I think it's done. It's done for him. And people don't imagine it, man. I've seen this before. I've seen it before, man. I've seen this before in life, man. I'm 50, 52. I've seen this. Everything can wear its welcome out. Doesn't matter who it is. And a lot of times people that have been getting away with things for so long, we look at them and we think, oh man, nothing's going to ever happen. It can't be stopped. It won't stop. Nah, he's going to stop himself. He's going to stop himself. That's what I believe. And we don't see it because we don't know what it's like to be Sonetta. you know, us normal folk, we don't know what the ins and outs of the Sonetta life, you know, but I just know you can't move on that way, and I don't see how you can just. I mean, what's the purpose? What would the purpose be? One more debate, one more debate to take a little money or lose a little money, whatever they call it. One more
And you know,
show to curse somebody out to to just. I mean, after a while, it just wears off, man.
and I noticed that he's streaming on both um Silent Studios and House of Conscious Mess. So it looks like he needs more numbers. The numbers are just crumbling down. And I heard Uncle Shug saying that back then he would have 3,000 people in the chat, but now it's down to
Right.
1,000 people on the chat. So he has concern
Yeah.
because the numbers are dropping, and understandably so.
Yeah. I could see it, man. I mean, that's not a you know I would never be able to understand myself how you make a living that way. You know what I mean? Um, I could never
Well, before
understand it.
before it was bootlegging. It was bootlegging. That's what he used to do. The DVDs he used to sell on 125th Street or wherever it was, for the most part, was bootleg. So hey, by any means
Right.
necessary.
Yeah, yeah, and YouTube blew, was like a new advancement, but
Mhm.
that's been like what 10 years now, 20 years now, almost. You know, that's 20 years now. I mean, is it 20 years? 2030? Yeah, it's 15 years, something like that. I mean, so I just don't think he got anything to offer, man. There's people have new concerns. Um, Time pushes on, things change. Even rap music changed.
Yeah.
The out with the old, in with the new, and that audience, man. Come on, can you be 50 something years old acting like that? Does it work? I mean, does it really work? I don't think it works, man. I think he's reached the end pretty much, and I think when you what happens is that you go up that hill, and when you reach that tip, that top where you can't go up anymore, then you start going down, right? Slowly you
Hmm.
start going down, but the ride down is horrible. You can't imagine what's going on the ride down. The ride down has all types of betrayal, has people leaving you, has people tired of your ass because you kept lying about the money, has people, your friends leave you, walk out on you, everything. I mean, the ride down. I think that's what we're about to see, man. You know?
Hmm.
Um,
And with the
so
trial coming,
yeah,
oh,
man. Uh yeah, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I'm gonna get right
yeah,
back.
no
Two
problem, no problem,
seconds.
no problem, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see the trial is coming. And over time there's gonna be some revelations. But the dude indeed is shook for him to go and make copyright claim, and the nerve of him saying he's calling my guest pedophiles when he's on tape using that term towards other people. Oh my goodness. Now, Young Hero wrote, seem like all black people want to do is argue about so-called God. I wouldn't say all black people. I mean, they like to do that over there. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter what topic it is. But he has noticed that when you address religion, it attracts people. So it's rolling with it. It's rolling with it. Even though people will say stuff that will have Khalid Abdul Muhammad extremely irritated, he doesn't care. But it's on him. But for them to defend rapists, convicted child molesters, that's something else. And try to switch the narrative and labeling people who disagree with convicted rapists of children, of minors, for him to label them haters, it's not fly. And we have those people. who are um, supporting that channel, and they know what's going on. So they ought to be ashamed of themselves. But the majority of them, the majority of the moderators over there, are anonymous and unidentified. I don't see them publicly supporting rapists, committing child molesters, knowing that some of them have to work. Some of them probably don't work, do all kind of things, but it's not honorable, it's not noble, not a good look. But anyway, brothers and sisters, sometimes I'm long, sometimes I'm short. It's been 45 minutes, and honestly, you see that yesterday I ended the last stream at 2:40 a.m. So I didn't sleep much. I would take this opportunity to have some rest, and we might have plenty more revelations coming. But we know for sure that the guy is shook. He is. There's no reward in protecting convicted rapists, convicted child molesters. There's no reward in that. Only headaches. So stay safe, stay healthy. And if I'm allowed to, by the nature, I will definitely holler back at you. I don't argue, I state facts. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Do I to do anything? Hotep.
Now, for the record, for those who don't know, I'm giving middle nature classes. And here, that's the flyer. Okay? So, those who are interested, feel free to holler at me. If you're not interested, it's cool. But I recommend that everybody who has not yet seen the video, Kemet and Ma'at, before Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, then watch it. It has about 300,000 views and really deserves to have a lot more.
I just want to let everyone know who's listening in now and who's going to listen to this stream in the future. I just had my first Meta Nature class by Brother Shaka today, and I've had other Meta Nature lessons by other teachers, and I can tell you right now, the brother is the best in the game. He is that was one of the best classes I've ever had ever. So if you're interested in learning the Meta Nature, if you're interested in getting the basics of it, Brother Shaka is an awesome teacher. Get with him, and it's extremely affordable. This brother is giving us his time and his skills, and he's basically giving it away. I mean, I just consider it a donation. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody's interested in learning the Meta Nature, get with this brother right here. He's an awesome, awesome, awesome teacher. And I'll end with that.
Hotep Senu, Hena Senut. This is Julie, also known as Servant of Yah, and I'm currently taking the Medu Neture classes with Brother Shaka, and it has been an amazing experience. Only 2 lessons so far, and I feel like I've been taking the classes for months, just with the how in depth he goes into the vocabulary words, the construction of the language, the grammar. It's been immeasurable, the experience. And one thing that comes across, hands down, is his extreme passion for teaching this to anyone who is willing to learn and has an interest in learning. So I highly suggest, if you are interested, even a minimal interest, that you subscribe to the classes with Brother Shaka. It's such a nominal amount for how much you get. I know, like, our last class was over 2.5 hours. It felt like 2 minutes, but because that's how involved you are in what he's teaching and how he teaches and how compassionate he is about what he teaches. Also with sharing materials free of charge, no question, no doubt. It's just what he does. He doesn't have to, but he does. And so I just wanted to give a short testimonial about the class and the effectiveness of the class. And all of that is attested to how studied Brother Shaka is. So I highly recommend anyone with a minimal interest that you do sign up for the Medunetia class. Hotep.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which is Ma'at Forever. Don't forget to watch the video entitled Kemet and Ma'at. Don't forget to share Kemet and Ma'at on my channel on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or other social media that you use. Email, text messages, you name it. Those who wish to donate can do so on paypal.me/Ma'at Forever.